Good day again mga kapilo. This day we will have another philosophical coffee session and we will discuss about freedom as foundation of ethics. This is actually chapter 1 topic 4 of our module in ethics. So may I just say to you that this lecture video is particularly part of the lecture series in ethics, which is primarily intended for my students at ISU Kawayan campus. However, it may also be used by the students of Dr. Gabriel Luna, Mr. Renimar Luyon, Mr. Lovi Palmero of ISU Kawayan, and of the students of Mr. Res General Bautista of ISU Cabagan. But other estudiantes from other campuses of ISU can also use this video or lecture video as a reference because we share the same module. Now, to start with, may I just read to you the learning outcomes for this particular topic. So upon the completion of this topic, the student must be able to, number 1, explain freedom as an essential characteristic of ethics. Number 2, explain the moral dimension. And number 3, to identify other basic foundations of morality. Now to start with, let me just go to my drawing board so that, again, ganito tayo, nagsusulat-sulat lang so that you can better understand what our topic is. So let's just go first to foundation. Why do we need to have a foundation when it comes to ethics? Ano nga ba itong foundation na to? Sa bahay, may foundation. Pag gumawa ka ng bahay, meron kang foundation. 4 na foundation. Okay? Yan. So yung 4 corners ng bahay mo, yan ang iyong foundation. Without these 4 corners na matibay, babagsak yung bahay mo. But the greater foundation must be on the ground. Kasi kung kahit matibay yung foundation mo na yan, kung hindi matibay itong ground mo, babagsak pa rin yung bahay mo. Ganun din sa mga condominium, ganun sa mga building. And then, ganun din sa others. Sa mga table, dapat matibay yung mga paa mo. They serve as foundation in order for the table not to collapse. Okay? In the family, for example, gagawa tayo ng another drawing. Sa family, ito si nanay, ito si tatay, ito ang pamilya, ito yung si anak, nandyan. The parents serves as the foundation of the family. So sila ang gumagawa ng balance sa pamilya. With the absence of the mother or the absence of the father, mababawasan yung pundasyon at baka mag-collapse yung pamilya. That is why in order for the family to stay strong as it should be, dapat intact si mother and si father and para okay itong mga kids. So, yan ang foundation natin ngayon. Sa ethics, meron din tayong tinatawag na foundation because freedom, okay, itong freedom na to is a foundation in ethics. Without freedom, ethics would not have a leg to stand on. I repeat, without this freedom as a foundation in ethics, ethics will collapse or ethics will not have a leg to stand on. Now, let us first define what freedom is. So, burahin lang muna natin ito. So, what is freedom? Freedom actually may be described as it is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Again, freedom is the power or right to act, to speak, or to think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. In short, or in Tagalog, ito yung ang freedom, ito yung kakayahan mo o kapangyarihan ng isang tao para maggumawa, magsalita, at mag-isip nang hindi siya, nang walang pumipigil sa kanya. Ito ang kapangyarihan, ito ang freedom, ito ang kalayaan. You can do whatever you want to do, you can speak whatever you want to speak, may think whatever you want to speak, and this acting, speaking, or thinking is without hindrance or restraint. But we have to we have to remember that freedom is not absolute. Hindi siya limitless. In short, hindi yung pwedeng gawin mo lahat ng gusto mong gawin. Hindi pwedeng isipin mo lahat ng gusto mong isipin. Because freedom is not absolute. It has limits. One of my professors when I was in college said that the exercises of freedom stops at the very front of your nose. What does he mean? In exercising freedom, for example, ganito, pwede kang sumuntok ng sumuntok basta walang tinatamaan. Pwede kang kumanta, pwede kang mag-ingay ng mag-ingay, kumanta sa video okay at the top of your voice in as much as walang nakakarinig o walang naiistobong kapitbahay. So that is freedom. In exercising freedom, dapat maging responsible tayo. Why? Because in exercising our freedom, napakalaya natin bilang tao para gumawa, para mag-isip at para magsalita. Maaaring makasakit tayo o maaaring makapekto tayo ng ibang kalayaan ng ibang tao. So, we have to be responsible enough to exercise our freedom. Kasi gaya nga nung sabi dun sa Spider-Man movie, great power comes with great responsibility. Ganun din sa freedom. Great freedom comes with great responsibility. That we need to be accountable for the consequences of using or exercising our freedom. So, imagine class, paano kapag walang limitation ang freedom natin? What will happen to this society? We can do whatever we want to do. We can kill whoever we want to kill. We can hurt whoever we want to hurt. And we can say whatever we want to say without being accountable for our freedom. So there will be chaos. There will be chaos. In the society, there will be anarchy in the government kasi rally dito, rally dyan, ako ang head, ikaw ang head, at wala nang masusunod if there will be no limitations in our freedom. So, to continue class, freedom has moral dimension. So, babalik lang tayo dito. So, freedom has moral dimension. And the first dimension is that the moral dimension belongs to the realm of human freedom. So meaning, the acts or conduct that is not the result of free choice is without moral quality. Kung hindi mo ginusto ang isang bagay na nagawa mo, walang moral quality yun. It is neither good nor bad. Okay? It is unmoral. For example, may pinagawa sa'yo, pinilit ka, somebody coerced you to kill another person. Pinilit ka, pag hindi mo yan pinatay, papatayin kita. So you're free, you do not have the freedom to do whatever you want to do or to do something about that. Kailangan mo lang patayin kasi kung hindi mo pinatay yung isang tao, ikaw naman ang mamamatay. So with that, walang moral quality. Doon hindi pwedeng sabihan kang masama. Bakit? Kasi wala kang freedom. What do we mean when we say what do we mean that that's moral quality? That your choice has moral quality kapag ginusto mo talaga in accordance with your knowledge, that in accordance with your willpower. Kapag ginusto mo isang bagay na kahit na alam mong mali, yun. Or to make it in a positive way, kapag ginawa mo yung isang bagay na alam mong tama, it has a moral quality. Or kapag ginawa mo isang bagay na alam mong mali, it has a moral quality. You should always remember that. Pero kapag wala kang freedom at nagawa mo yun, di wala. So, walang moral quality yung ganun. The second dimension is that the moral dimension refers to the concern for a good and happy life. Why do we exercise freedom? Why do we choose to do good? It is because we want to have a good and a happy life. Because when you do good, you may be happy. People who do good are happy to do good. But not all people who are doing good are happy with what they do. What do we mean when we say you are free to choose to do good? Kasi meron kang knowledge and meron kang willpower to do what is good. And normally, and what it is ought to be, when you do good, you should be happy to what you are doing. And the last dimension is that the moral dimension speaks to our sense of moral responsibility. We should always remember that we are responsible for our actions. We are free to do an action. We are free to speak what we have inside. We are free to think, but we should be morally responsible for the things that we act, for the things that we speak, and for the things that we think. And the moral dimension pertains to the freedom, to what freedom entails. And then that is the freedom to commit. And you should always remember that the moral dimension is about developing the skills for sound decision making based on ethical principles. And so that's it. These are the three moral dimensions of freedom. And yung freedom natin ay basic foundation siya ng ethics, but there are other foundations of morality that is included in your module, that is harm and care, fairness or reciprocity, in-group or loyalty, authority or respect, purity or sanctity, the liberty or oppression foundation. So I will just hold you responsible, class, of reading the other basic foundations of morality, and to think for the some additions to these basic foundations, because we will not be limiting these basic foundations of morality to these 6 enumerations that is in your module. And for your assignment, I will be sending the assignment to your to our GC. I hope you learned, and I hope you have understood the topic. Whatever questions that you do have in your mind right now, just feel free to send it to me, or to for the estudiantes who are under other professors or instructors, just send it to your just ask your professors or instructors, o pwede rin din kayo mag-direct PM sa akin after viewing this lecture video. And I hope again guys, you learned something about this. We'll see again next time sa next video. God bless, keep safe everyone. We should always remember our mantra, walang maiiwan na estudyante. So thank you guys, God bless.